I'm trying to get through my enormous backlog of games, and the thing that's slowing me down is my goal, to platinum all of them. One of the series that's on my list is Final Fantasy. I've previously platinumed Final Fantasy VII and Remake, so today I'm going back to where it all started. Released all the way back in 1987 and developed by Square Enix, Final Fantasy is the game that kicked off one of the most iconic RPG franchises in history. What started as a small project, and often rumoured to be the company's last chance at success, it went on to define the JRPG genre, inspiring countless games that came after it. The only issue is, there is no trophies. But in 2021, Square Enix released a pixel remaster, adding the first 6 installments of the franchise to PS5, which does contain trophies. To obtain the platinum, we're going to need to kill all 128 different enemies, as well as collecting all 249 chests in the entire game. So let's jump straight into it with our first trophy, A Hero's Journey, which we'll get for defeating Garland, the first boss that we'll encounter. Before beginning, I turn on the 4x gil and XP boost. No, I don't see this as cheating, as it's a feature in the pixel remasters. We start just outside Cornelia City. After gearing up with our starting guild, we head into Castle Cornelia, where the king asks us to rescue Princess Sarah from Garland at the Chaos Shrine. Before leaving, we train our party up a bit so we're ready for the fight. Stocked with gear and supplies, we head north to the shrine. The Pixel Remaster also allows you to enable and disable enemy encounters, which is handy if you wanted to get to a specific destination faster. But in my case, I think I used it too much, as I ended up having to go back to numerous locations to finish the Bestiary. Anyway, once we arrive at the Chaos Shrine, we now encounter the first boss, Garland. He was pretty straightforward, and after focusing on physical attacks while our healer kept the party standing, we defeat him with ease. Once Garland falls, Princess Sarah is saved and returns us to Cornelia. The king rebuilds the northern bridge, and Sarah gives us with our first key item, the loot. With the path now open, we set out across the bridge towards Provoker and the next stage of our journey. After crossing the bridge, we earn our first trophy. Sweet. There we go, A Hero's Journey. Save Princess Sarah by defeating Garland. The first trophy. From here, we first head north to Matoya's cave to collect some treasures. After visiting Matoya, as we're heading back to Cornelia to rest, we get this trophy for defeating 100 monsters. We then return to the path and travel east to Provoker. Once in Provoker, we rest at the inn and explore the town. To move forward, we confront a group of pirates in the northwest. There are 9 of them, but they're weak and go down pretty quickly. With the pirates defeated, Captain Bikke rewards us with a ship, and we are awarded with another trophy for obtaining 10,000 gil. Thrifty Spender. Gained 10,000 gil. With this newly rewarded ship, we can now sail the seas. However, the second I get onto the water, I encounter some new enemies and earn another trophy for completing 10% of the Bestiary. Heading south past Cornelia, we make our way to the port near Elfheim, then travel west into the town and castle to continue our journey. At the Elven Castle, we meet the Elven Prince, who has been cursed by the Dark Elf Astos. To help him, we'll need Matoya, but when we visit her cave, she explains she can't break the curse without her missing crystal eye. Before setting out to find it, we stop in Elfheim to stock up and prepare, then head northwest to the Western Keep. The king there asks us to recover a lost crown, which lies deep within the Marsh Cave. The Marsh Cave is a tough dungeon filled with dangerous enemies, poison, and plenty of treasure. After navigating its lower levels, we find the crown, but it's guarded by 4 powerful Pisco demons. Their heavy attacks make the fight dangerous, but with steady healing and focused strikes, we bring them down and claim the crown. When we return it to the Western Keep, the truth is revealed. The king is really Astos, the Dark Elf himself. After a tough battle, we defeat him and obtain the Crystal Eye. With it, we return to Matoya, who gives us the Jolt Tonic. Back at the Elven Castle, the tonic awakens the prince, and in thanks, he rewards us with the Mystic Key. Now we can finally open all the locked doors we've seen in Cornelia Castle, the Chaos Shrine, the Elven Castle, the Western Keep, and the Marsh Cave. As we were doing this, we obtained the key item, Nitro Powder. And as we were exploring the other continents, at the Chaos Shrine, we earn a trophy for collecting 50% of all chests, and at Western Keep, we earn another trophy for earning 50,000 gil. After collecting all the chests we could newly access with our Mystic Key, we bring the Nitro Powder to the dwarves at Mount Dwerga. In gratitude, they blast open a canal, giving us new passage by sea. With that, our adventure expands into the wider world. After sailing through the new canal, we head west to a small port and make our way inland to Melmond. The town is in ruins, plagued by a vampire said to dwell in the Cavern of Earth. From Melmond, we travel south across a narrow stretch of land and find the cavern's entrance. As we explore, we earn this trophy for obtaining 100,000 gil, and this trophy for defeating a total of 300 monsters. Deeper within, we encounter the vampire itself. After a tough fight, we defeat it and claim the Star Ruby, then retreat. We bring the Star Ruby to the Giant's Cave, where the Giant allows us passage in exchange. Beyond lies the Sage's Cave, where the Sage gives us the Earth Rod, the key to unlocking the deepest parts of the cavern of the Earth. Returning to the cavern, we descend further than before until we reach the lowest floor. There, we confront the Fiend of Earth, the Lich. With its devastating magic and powerful attacks, it's a brutal battle, but once defeated, the first crystal is restored. With the Earth Crystal shining once again, we earn this trophy. Guessing that's the first crystal? Earth's Blessing. Restored the Earth Crystal's light. Let's go. Now we take the portal out of the cavern, rest at Melmond, and return to the ship to continue our journey. We sail southwest from Melmond, passing the Cavern of Earth, and continue west across the sea until we reach the eastern shore of a new continent. From the port, we travel southwest through a dense forest and around a lake to reach a small town of Crescent Lake. With the help of the 12 sages, we acquire a canoe which allows us to ride the river west of Crescent Lake towards Mount Ghoul, the fiery home of the fire fiend Marilith. Mount Ghoul is a hazardous dungeon filled with lava. We explore multiple floors, collecting treasure, equipment, and gil while avoiding environmental damage from molten patches. Well, trying to. After thoroughly exploring the dungeon, we prepare to face the dungeon's boss, Marilith. With careful strategy, healing, and buffing our strongest team members, we defeat Marilith and restore the Fire Crystal. With the crystal restored, we earn another trophy. After this, we exit Mount Ghoul through the portal and continue our journey. With Marilith defeated, we return to our ship and sail north to a port inside a bay. Using the canoe, we travel up the river on the west side of the bay and follow the lower of the two westward paths to reach the entrance of the Cavern of Ice. Inside the cavern, we navigate carefully through icy floors and cracks while collecting treasure. Doing so earned us this trophy for collecting half of the chests in the world. On the lower floor, we face a horde of undead before progressing further. After this, we manage to reach the Levystone. As soon as we touch the Levystone, the evil eye attacks. After defeating it, we retrace our steps and clear the undead again before exiting the cavern. Back at Crescent Lake, we rest and restock supplies, then paddle south along the river toward the Lycian Desert. There, the Warriors of Light use the Levystone to summon an airship, giving us the freedom to travel anywhere. Our final destination with this new power is the Citadel of Trials. The Citadel of Trials is located in the northern central region of the world. With the airship, we fly to the west tip north of the Citadel, then travel southwest, crossing a river with the canoe to reach the Citadel itself. Our goal here is to obtain the Rat's Tail, essential for upgrading our characters. Inside, we navigate a series of portals to reach different halls and rooms. On the third floor, we face two nightmares, collect the healing staff, and claim the Rat's Tail. With the Rat's Tail in hand, we return to the airship. Next, we explore the Cardian Islands, uncovering treasure in various caves. Finally, on the eastern cave of the leftmost island, we meet King Bahamut. Presenting the Rat's Tail, we receive titles of Courage, which provides us with class upgrades for the entire team, which earns us another trophy. Our warrior has now become a knight, gaining access to white magic up to level 3 and new equipment options. The monk has advanced to master, and only receives some new clothing and literally nothing else. So lame. Our white mage has become a white wizard, unlocking the most powerful spells, including the remainder of level 7 and all of level 8. Likewise, our black mage has advanced to black wizard, gaining access to the strongest spells, the rest of level 5 and 7, plus all of level 8. With our upgraded team, we fly northeast to Gaia, a mountain-surrounded town with powerful level 7 and 8 magic and advanced equipment. We couldn't quite afford these at this point, so I just kept killing enemies until I could purchase them. In the process, we earned another trophy for defeating 500 monsters. After stocking up, we head east to the northwest desert to rescue a missing fairy from the caravan. Purchasing the bottled fairy, we return it to Gaia, where it flies to the pond and rewards us with the Oxyale, allowing the team to breathe underwater. Next, we travel northeast to Onrak. On our way, we encounter multiple new enemies and earn this trophy for completing 50% of the Bestiary. Once we arrive, we rest and check out any new spells we can equip to our party. From Onrak, we visit the Waterfall Cavern using the canoe, battling enemies and collecting treasure, including the Warp Cube, which lets us manipulate portals. With the Oxyale, we meet the mermaid who lends her submarine to reach the Sunken Shrine. Here, we explore multiple floors, collect treasure, and acquire the Rosetta Stone. Finally, we encounter the Kraken, the Water Fiend. We then defeat him and restore the Water Crystal, earning us another trophy. With the Water Crystal restored, the Sunken Shrine adventure concludes, and the team is ready for the next challenge. With the Rosetta Stone in hand, we return to Melmond and consult Dr. Oon, who deciphers the stone and teaches the team Lufenian, allowing us to communicate in the new land. Flying northwest from Melmond, we land south of Gaia and trek through forests to reach Lufenia. Here, the white and black wizards can purchase powerful level 8 spells. On the eastern dock, we receive the Chime, granting access to the Mirage Tower. Inside the Mirage Tower, we navigate its floors, collect treasure, and confront the Blue Dragon. Once we defeat it, we use the Warp Cube and prepare to reach the Flying Fortress. The Flying Fortress is the last location we had yet to visit on the map, so we earned this trophy as we arrive. Exploring the fortress, we gather treasure across multiple floors while navigating its unique layout, including the risk of encountering the powerful War Mech, which we'll need to revisit to complete the Bestiary. During my first attempt of finding it, we earned another trophy for each party member achieving level 50. Finally, on the 5th floor, we face Queen Tiamat. Once we defeat her, we restore the Wind Crystal and earn another trophy. We then exit the Flying Fortress, ready for our next adventure. With all crystals restored and the 4 fiends defeated, we return to Mount Dwerga to see Smith. Using the adamantite obtained from the Flying Fortress, Smith forges the legendary sword Excalibur, earning us another trophy. Before moving on to the Chaos Shrine for one final time, we went back to grind the remaining entries in the Bestiary, completing all encounters except for those that would appear inside the shrine itself. The hardest bit about this was the War Mech, and I've heard this is pretty infamous for being a nightmare. However, RNG must have been on my side because it got him to spawn relatively quickly. After resting and resupplying in Cornelia City, we head back to the Chaos Shrine for the final journey. At the shrine, we interact with the Black Crystal to travel 2,000 years into the past. Navigating the floors, we encounter enemies we have never seen before, as well as facing returning bosses. The Lich reappears, stronger than before. Using our strategic buffs and attacks, we defeat it pretty easily and continue deeper into the shrine, collecting treasure along the way. Next, we face Marilith again. With careful preparation and team strengthening, we defeat her once again. Moving on, the Kraken awaits. Its physical attacks remain dangerous, so the team takes precautions and ultimately overcomes it. On the 4th basement floor, we acquire the Masamune, the strongest sword in the game. This is also the last chest we needed, earning us this trophy. After this, we confront Queen Tiamat for the final time and defeat her. Finally, with all 4 fiends defeated in the past, we face Chaos, formerly Garland. Chaos possesses immense health, can heal himself, and uses haste to amplify his physical attacks. Magic seems to do absolutely nothing to him, so the team focuses on strengthening physical attackers and maintaining protective buffs. We ultimately defeat him, bringing our journey to its conclusion. As the credits begin to roll, we earn this trophy for completing 100% of the Bestiary, and this trophy for defeating Chaos. And now we only had one last thing to do to earn the platinum. We need to play the secret 15 puzzle game, a sliding tile minigame accessible whenever we're on the ship. I thought we had to actually complete the minigame, however upon opening it and starting it, we achieved the final trophy and thus the platinum. Yes. Ooh, new game. So I don't even need to complete it. Okay. And there we go. Master of One. It's a very good little game. I really enjoyed it. And with that, we have completed the beginning of our journey to platinuming this entire JRPG series. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider subscribing and feel free to comment any games you want to see me platinum to clog up my backlog even more. Be sure to check out the Twitch or stay here on YouTube to ensure you see me platinum games live, and I'll see you in my next video where I'll be playing a game that's been on my list for quite a while.